Alright, so this is the deluxe queen room over here in Harbour Ville Hotel Hamilton. So let me just show you around. So right on the left, you have I think that is meant to be, I suppose, like a luggage or a bag storage space, but it's a bit high, so I don't think it's practical. You have sort of what I think the version of a closet or your wardrobe is. So few hangers and stuff for you to hang your clothes. Yeah, and below, oops, sorry. And below, you have your electric kettle, your cups, complimentary bottled water, and some basic refreshments in terms of Nescafe instant coffee, Dilmah tea, so nothing special. Alright, so I'll move on to the main room. So it's quite an elongated room, you can see. It's quite narrow but quite long. Here we have the bathroom, which actually looks pretty nice. You can see, the description of the room states that this is newly renovated, and when you see the bathroom, you clearly can tell it looks like a condo bathroom, right? Pretty nice. The door, however, is solid sliding sort of door, so it's not a solid door, which is quite common in this kind of sort of more budget hotels. Although you can lock it, unlike say the door at Santa Grand, for example. So let me show you guys the bathroom. Here you see a very nice sort of modern concealed system toilet, and there's even a bidet on the side. So I think a bidet on the side is like the basic. Yeah, and even a lot of like your five-star hotels don't have a bidet next to your toilet bowl. So I'm quite surprised that for a room that costs less than $50, so as budget can be, cheaper than Hotel 81, there is still a bidet. And not only is there a bidet, there's also a rain shower. So you can see it's a pretty nice looking rain shower. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really tell you guys about the water pressure, temperature. I'll write that in my review, of course. But I'm heartened to see the presence of rain shower, and also like a sort of stand handheld shower head. Always a nice touch. However, so toiletries is pretty basic. It's sort of like gym-like containers, shampoo, shower gel, nothing fancy, pretty basic. So even the more luxurious sort of bathing experience, you can bring your own toiletries, and they even provide sort of like a latch for you to place your own stuff. So yeah, I think overall the bathroom pretty nice, better than I expected. But let me now move on to the main bedroom. So again, it's pretty small. Let me show you guys around. So here you have one of those sink outside the toilet arrangement. Now I'm not a big fan of this sort of arrangement where the sink is outside the toilet, because that means that, for example, you probably will have to like open the toilet door or what with your dirty hands and come out. But it's not that far away. I mean, it's literally right beside the toilet, so it's not that far away, so it's still okay. I like the mirror, it's as a nice aesthetic oval shape, very hipster-ish. Nice touch, and there's even sort of like, I can show you a lamp on top as well. Again, there's a bit of this hipster-ish design. So yeah, you can clearly see where the recent renovation went into. You can sort of see toiletries provided here as well. You have your toothbrush and toothpaste, shower cap, as well as individually packed soap. Nice touch. However, there is some wear and tear. Let me just show you. You can see it. So here you have, even though this is supposed to be a new hotel that just refurbished, you see a very big crack over here. So not good. And I'm not quite sure why they let this sort of be like open concept thing. So this should totally be solid, because you can see it's a bit not unsettling, but I guess displeasing, I suppose. Unsavory. You can see a lot of the dust here, a lot of the grime on the wall. I mean, most bottom of sinks are pretty dirty, but I'm not quite sure why they had to show it. They should probably just cover it up. But yeah, okay, on to the main bedroom. So here you have the bed, and pretty nice again aesthetic lot of lamp. So really nice to see. A lot of budget hotel, of course, scheme on the decor. But here you have a budget hotel that looks aesthetic. So the bed, I've just tried it already. It's actually pretty comfy and overall pretty clean queen size bed. Over here, of course, this is a bit narrow. You have a lot of bedside sort of switches. So this sort of controls the lights over here. This controls the lighting of the rooms, and I think it's not just an off and on. So there's actually like sort of, so you can see it getting darker as I turn it. So there's different sort of scales, I guess, available. Pretty nice touch. So yeah, and power port as well as a tissue box. Here you have the aircon remote, which again, not quite sure why it's in Fahrenheit. As well as a TV remote, and they even provide a hairdryer, which not all budget hotel provide. So pretty nice touch. However, speaking about the TV, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working. So you can see that the TV isn't really working. I'll probably hit the reception and see if they can rectify it. But yeah, I think overall, I think it's a pretty nice sort of room for less than $3. Again, at this price point, we're talking like Hotel D1, we're talking fragrance hotel. So, I think pretty nice room, pretty nice bathroom, everything pretty clean. There is a bit of wear and tear, so you can see on the left that the wallpaper has sort of come off, I guess because it's a very narrow passage, so a lot of people probably pass through it. Alright, so I'm just about done my stay over here in Harbour Ville Hotel Hamilton. So, overall, I think it's a pretty decent stay, again, given that it's below $50. So it's definitely on the more budget end of the spectrum, comparable in price, if not actually slightly cheaper than your Hotel 81s, your fragrance hotels. And I think for the price, I think it's pretty decent, the room, you can tell that it's relatively new, the decor is pretty new. You get some bells and whistles like the rain shower as well as the bidet, and the water pressure is really pretty strong. So I just came out of the shower, that's why my hair looks like this. So yeah, everything is generally clean as well. There are a few cleanliness lapses that I showed in the review. So if you do want the full details, do check out the written review. But there are a bit of grime, there are a bit of dust. I did spot like one or two ants crawling around, but nothing that's a deal breaker, I would say, especially again considering the budget price point of this room. Yeah, but however, if you're used to slightly more expensive hotels, your 4-star hotel, 5-star hotels, like I guess in part like me, there are some parts of the room that you might feel like is lacking. For one, there's no fridge in the room, so if you bring a bottle of wine, you want to store some cake, you want to store some food, you want to store some drinks, that's not an option. Number two, of course, there's no in-room sleepers, so you got to bring your own. Number three, there is no windows in the room, so that might be a deal breaker for some who might find windowless rooms a bit sort of claustrophobic. As someone that's in a university dorm, I don't really mind it that much, but if a window is a must for you, I think you're better off at Champion Hotel, which I guess out of all the hotels I've reviewed, is sort of this hotel's direct competitor, I guess. But while the rooms there are bigger and comes with like a fridge, in-room sleepers, as well as windows, I think the location here, Harbour Ville Hamilton, is better. There's just a lot of cafes around here, a lot of restaurants around here, a lot of good food around here. I just had a blast like eating my way, to be honest. Yeah, so if you're here, the location is great and a lot of options open till quite late, and even City Square Mall is pretty walkable distance. So yeah, that rounds up my review for Harbourville Hotel Hamilton. I think it's a pretty decent budget option. If you're on a tight budget, maybe you're a student or that sort. Yeah, it's a very decent hotel. Alright, and that rounds up my review. If you like the video, do give a thumbs up, do subscribe, do share around. As always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!